What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with another episode of Criminal Minds, Season 2, Episode 21. Let's get into it, shall we? Boise. Whoa. That sucks.
Hey, Paul, you hear that?
Yeah. You gotta challenge yourself, Johnny. That's the only way you're ever gonna get better. Okay, so you aim straight for the heart, and it should be a quick, clean kill.
I love him. He was a snack, huh?
Okay, don't overthink it. You know what to do. Just aim and shoot.
Wait.
Don't worry.
Oh!
It took me a long time to get my first big one. You just need more practice.
What the fuck? Hey. Just kidding, you're not a snack anymore.
We've only been here 5 minutes.
Why'd they do that?
Yeah, but look at her. Broke away from the group. Guy saw her alone. Felt confident. Made his move.
Must be serious. This is Brad, a real FBI agent.
Really?
Really?
Oh, interesting.
That's exciting. What's it like at Quantico?
It's quite impressive.
What department are you in?
It's classified.
Must be really tough keeping all those secrets.
It's a skill like anything else. Carpenters are good at building stuff. FBI is good at keeping secrets and kicking criminal ass.
Somebody's got to do it. Do you have to carry your gun and badge with you everywhere you go?
Affirmative.
Can we see it?
See what?
Your badge.
Please.
Sorry,
Oh
that's...
my god.
Classified.
It's not.
Of course.
Tell me, Brad, does it look anything like this?
Or this? Or maybe this? Criminal
Sucks to suck, Brad. Be rad.
Agent Giroux.
You are officially in my top 8, and I'm so blogging about this later.
Not the top 8.
A year ago, victims disappeared from Washington. They were found over 200 miles away in the remote woods of Idaho. Courtney Jacob, Shane Everett. Autopsy revealed similar entry and exit wounds through the chest. No bullets were found.
It looks like they were out there for a long time before they were killed.
At least 6 or 7 days.
What happened in that week?
I don't want to know.
Look at the way they're dressed. They didn't voluntarily go into the woods like that.
Yeah, neither did this man. Found yesterday with similar wounds. There's still no ID.
So I'm gonna look for missing persons in Washington.
Look everywhere. We don't know where this victim came from.
Kills both males and females.
No degradation, no experimentation. Doesn't look like he's interested in either.
A serial killer with no sexual preference?
That'd be a first.
Looks like he ran into a tree.
How do you miss a huge tree?
Too busy looking behind you.
None of these are defensive wounds.
Courtney Jacob's hands are torn up.
Shane Everett's only got one shoe on. It's like he ran out of the other one.
Only one thing you run that hard for, your life. One man's wilderness is another man's theme park. Author unknown.
Transporting fit victims from Washington to Idaho poses huge risks.
Every year, 100 or so people go missing in Idaho's wilderness, where a third of them are never found.
Sounds like the reason as to why this place.
Well, it offers privacy and the possibility the body will never be recovered.
My grandfather retired to the French Alps. He lived there till he died. There was a good 10-year stretch where he didn't come down off the mountain. He had no running water, no electricity, and his food, supplies, everything, all of it came from the land.
You spent a lot of time up there?
Whenever we were in France, which was a lot.
Guess who's getting a gold star?
Oh, that'd be you, baby girl.
Well, I started
Love
my
the way
missing person
dogs
search
are.
in Spokane County. There's been 10 in the last 5 years, all in their early 20s. It's always in the spring, and their cars are never recovered. I'm looking for the cars, too. Local PD identified the latest victim. His name's Alex Harrison. He's from Washington.
Where was he last seen?
He was traveling to work in Spokane, and both victims last year were traveling.
All victims headed to the city.
And none of them reached their destination.
There are 4 major roadways into Spokane.
Were there any police reports or roadside assistance calls from those highways?
You're gonna know that as soon as I do.
Okay, we've got 2 locations.
I'm happy to go to Idaho. This is like your second home, right, Prentice?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Reed, why don't you go to Spokane? I could use the fresh air.
We'll touch base every couple of hours.
Call you when we get on the mountain.
We've got 2 male and 1 female victim from different socioeconomic backgrounds. The only thing they seem to have in common is they were traveling to the same city.
Early autopsy reports show soft, clean tissue damage and deep puncture wounds to the major organs.
Bullets flare out when they hit the body. It's got to be something else.
It's interesting that each victim has 2 wounds.
It's always 2.
Raymond Schaefer. You must be Agent Giroux. Well, I see you're getting settled.
Has Alex Harrison's family been notified yet?
Not yet. I was waiting for your unit to arrive. Could use the company.
I'm happy to come along. Actually notified.
Thanks.
It's your first notification, Sheriff.
Is it that obvious?
I can give you a few tips.
I just got this promotion, and the
That sucks.
sheriff I replaced retired after 30 years. I got big shoes to fill. I'm just happy deaths in our county are down.
Believe me, it never gets easy. This father's worst nightmare is about to come true.
How was the drive up the mountain?
Before or after the flat tire?
That good, huh? Lizzie Evans.
Hi, Agent Prentice, Agent Morgan. Agent Gideon's still in town.
But we need to keep moving. We want to be out of here by nightfall.
Then, by all means, after you.
Yes?
Sir, are you Timothy Harrison?
Is this about Alex?
Politely ask them to sit and be prepared for a physical reaction. I once had a woman faint. I had to give her the news a second time at the hospital. That wasn't fun.
Mr. Harrison, can we sit down?
If you don't mind, I'd like to stand.
Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this, but we've found your son, Alex, in the Boise National Forest.
So he's okay?
I'm so sorry, Mr. Harrison, but Alex wasn't alive when we found him. Denial is the first emotion. Be prepared to explain to them how you know that this is their child.
This is a mistake. Alex doesn't know anyone in Idaho. How do you even know it's him?
Or when you file a missing persons report, you gave his dental records.
You're lying.
Be gentle. Allow yourself to show emotion. It'll validate what the family's feeling.
First rule on the police force, Agent Giroux, no crying.
God, tell me this isn't true. I'll do anything. Please help me.
We can't imagine what you're going through.
He's all I've got. Don't you understand?
I do.
We're investigating Alex's death as a possible homicide.
Murder.
We were hoping that maybe you could answer some questions.
Alex was the best wideout the Huskies had seen in years. He was physical, strong. He had great instincts. After graduation, he wanted a career. Didn't want to be known as a jock. This can't be happening. I need to call Alex's mother.
That has to be like the absolute
We'll stay
worst
here
part
until you're finished.
about the job. Like, I would never. I
How long you been a ranger?
5 years now. I've
You-
lived in these woods my whole life.
break that
Growing
news
up out
to
here, help you do your
families.
job?
Do you see or hear anything right now?
No.
There's a black bear about 25 yards to your right.
How long before we're able to do that?
Depends on how well you use your instincts.
So this gives new meaning to the word remote.
It'd be awfully hard to find this location if you weren't familiar with the area.
Boot tracks. They're the same tread, but they're different sizes.
Well, there's at least 2 people that know this terrain.
This is where Alex Harrison's body was found. There are areas of higher ground that look down to where the victim died.
Yeah, I got a perfect view of you through the trees right here.
They use vantage points to watch their prey.
If both victims had 2 wounds, could be 1 for each offender.
We know how Alex Harrison died.
Hunted.
You think this guy looks bad, you should see the driver. He needed 10 stitches. You better hurry. All the groups are filling up. You like the challenge of a bear, don't you?
Actually, I prefer picking up my meat at a grocery store.
Better be careful out there. In 3 days, it's gonna get busy as hell up on our mountain. Ever since somebody wrote about us in some fancy travel magazine, we've got loads of tourists migrating up here.
I was going to take out an animal anywhere from 100 to 200 pounds. What type of weapon would I use?
A shotgun and compound bow are the tops. Buckshot can be a bit messy. I love arrows. It can completely penetrate the body of a small animal. The most effective kill.
Arrows.
Asher, hold on a minute. Put you on speaker.
Hunting season officially opens in 3 days. Does it look like the victim's wounds could be from an arrow?
It's had to be long enough to penetrate the chest. Yeah, it's possible.
I think these victims are being caught, taken to the woods, and hunted like wild animals.
Like, what the fuck? Makes me nervous to go on a little bit of a road trip here in a couple days.
Not again. Come on, Ruby.
Damn
Come on,
it,
baby.
Ruby.
3 more miles. Damn it. Hey, hello? Hey, I called before. My car's broken down for good. Highway 2? Can you hear me? Never mind.
And then that takes care of the car, too.
You need some help,
Jesus. Ain't that about a bitch? Damn it, Ruby.
So I started pulling hunting licenses.
We should narrow down the suspect list.
Well, what else are we looking for?
So?
You're about to find out.
We're looking for at least 2 offenders.
Killing teams are like most partnerships. 1 weak, the other strong.
These men haven't exhibited any sexual interest in their victims.
They could be related. Immediate relatives wouldn't discuss sexual encounters.
They could have an us versus them mentality.
These guys take pleasure in watching their casualties die a slow death.
For the past 5 years, people have gone missing. They were either approached
Or the offenders waited for a moment of weakness. Perfect time to attack.
These particular hunters are very seasoned, they're very efficient.
These men, they plan their killings with care.
Hunting is their sport. Humans are their targets.
Use every hunter's instinct in your bodies. Good luck.
Yeah, Garcia. We need a list of hunting stores in Spokane County. Let me call you back.
You should hear this.
I didn't know where else to go when Bobby didn't show up or call.
When was the last time you talked to her?
Yesterday, she was going to stay with me before this big job interview. She was really excited about it. When she didn't show up, I knew in my gut that something was wrong. I was the one that convinced her to stay with me.
Stay away from Spokane. Spokane's scary. They be hunting people there.
I'm gonna fax this to Gideon.
Why'd they take another victim so soon?
Only 2 days before it gets crowded around.
If Bobby Baird is their next victim, she could be on her way.
I need roadblocks now.
Ballsy, man, to like non-private property doing this. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter to them. You fucking get the wrong person. Or maybe they stop when actual hunting season starts.
You got that down good. Reminds me of Uncle Joe. Whoa! We got a live one.
Uncle Joe? What do you mean, the family's been doing this?
Get it out! Are you done?
What are you doing?
Nobody can hear you.
What the hell do you want from me?
You wanna have some fun? You wanna tell her? Fun.
Better hurry up. I don't know where the fuck you're gonna go. How long of a head start does she get?
Bobby Baird's last two connections were both to 911. She was on Highway 2.
It's a dead zone for cell phones.
Cruiser was dispatched to check it out, but there was no sign of her or her car.
She could be anywhere. There's no pattern yet.
Both sites are low lying. They can be tracked from above.
Good vantage points. They can see their prey for miles.
Help me! Help! They're coming! Who? Two guys trying to kill me.
Joel!
You about to kill the whole family?
Run!
Go! Go!
She ran a lot faster than I thought. Now it's gonna get fun.
Can you fucking imagine hiking with your fam and these fucking guys come use an arrow and just fucking...
I'm really sorry about what happened to your friends.
Our friends? Dad, those guys chasing you weren't after us.
That didn't look like it mattered much to them, did it?
We could be next.
What are we supposed to do? Leave her for those maniacs? Two psychos abducted me. Next thing I know, I'm running for my life in the woods. We can either stick together.
Is the
or
guy
go our own
wrong?
way.
How
We
many
should stick
people would
together.
be like...
What? Just be sure to keep a good distance between them.
Try using my first name.
I don't want to know your name. If anything else happens, I don't want to feel like I ever knew you.
Oh.
What have you got?
Gotta be that mean.
There are 3 stores that sell the exact type of arrows you were looking for. Of course, I've already sent the addresses to your handheld.
You're the man.
Oh no, you're the man.
You keep records to document who buys
I don't know
hunting
if I
arrows.
like that.
After a week, we only keep receipts if they pay by
Garcia's
credit
a
card.
badass
You get a lot of
woman.
repeat business up here, don't
You
you?
don't call
Every
her
year,
a man.
people get their ammo.
Like fathers and sons?
Can I ask you,
Y'all
why
are
is this
probably
a
in
police
on it.
matter?
In
You're
on
looking
it.
for 2 men.
Your family.
One always does all the talking.
They own it. They're
Joel, you
related
spoke
to
to
the
him.
2 guys.
It'd be even worse if that person were a female.
There are these 2 brothers that have been coming here for years. They got some supplies here a few days ago. The younger one's so painfully shy, it's almost sweet. He still hasn't warmed up to me. Your uncle was a quiet man. He passed away some time ago. Well, they paid in cash.
I'll take a look at that.
I'm pretty sure their name was Mulford. I think their
Mulford.
uncle's name was Joe.
Thank you very much.
I'll call Garcia.
Maybe I guess they're not related.
Garcia, I need everything you have on a man named Joseph Mulford.
I think everybody's
Says
in
here,
on
Joseph Mulford
In on
was
it, in on it,
convicted
in
of
on it, in
multiple
on it, in
assault
on
and batteries. He owned a service station. When he passed away, he gave it to his nephews, Paul and John Mulford.
I don't have to ask where it's located, do I?
Pulling it up right now. Whoa.
What is it?
That service station, located on Highway 2.
Let me guess, close to where the victims went missing?
Bullseye.
it. Ding, ding, ding.
Still no sign of Bobby Baird. Search teams are in until morning. It's getting dark. I don't know what else we can do.
Well, you never know how someone's gonna react. We just have to hope she's found a safe place for the night.
Just stay close. It'll keep us warm.
Did you hear that? Why don't you turn off the lights so they can't see us?
Right.
Just an animal or something.
Well, something's not good. Whatever that noise is, it's right behind us. Footsteps are too light to be them. If they were that close, they'd just shoot us.
Look at them. They look pretty scared. We should take them now. No, we'll wait until first light. It's more fun when they're not expecting it.
Y'all are just gonna stand there and sit there and watch them? I'm having anxiety just watching it on the TV. I'd be fucking shitting myself.
We've got a missing persons report. 2 couples camping didn't show up for work, and they
Real
didn't
life,
check out with
I'd
the
be
Rangers.
fucking losing
I'll organize
it.
a search and rescue.
Where was that campsite?
Do we think there's a connection?
Ooh, it's
If
snowing.
these hunters are looking for more challenges, absolutely.
Still not open. How convenient. Take a look around. It's clear.
It's a Mustang.
Same make and model as Bobby Baird. These are definitely our
Mustang
guys.
Sally.
No animal did this.
Depends on your definition of animal.
Looks like somebody shredded it with a knife. All the supplies have been dumped, not eaten.
Want to make sure if anyone found their way back here, everything would be worthless.
Blood on the ground, 2 spots, here and there.
You got blood over here too.
If I'm standing right up there, this is wide open. Got a clear shot at these victims. Would explain all the blood on the ground.
What about over here?
It's another clear shot. So what do we think happened?
2 pools of blood, I say 2 victims. Could be the campers.
Well, the question is, where are they now? What is that?
They're bleeding out like deer. Damn. Y'all put them way the fuck up there? Shit.
Why'd they attack this couple?
Well, maybe they had to. Bobby Baird's their target. If she ran towards Voices, she had to come right through this camp.
These people were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Ain't that a bitch?
Just got in the way.
Hotch found Bobby Baird's car at Mulford service station. It's run by two brothers.
You heard of the Mulfords?
We go by first name basis around here. But you tell me what they're driving, my people will find it.
Joe and Paul. John and Paul. Joe and Paul. Oh no!
Oh! Did you see that? Oh!
Damn.
Look at me. Don't do
Ain't
this.
that a bitch? You about to get got too, sis.
Didn't you get your first buck?
We gotta go. I cannot leave him out here alone. Come on, Heather. I can't just leave.
I mean, shit like this makes me feel like at this point, just let everybody have a fucking gun in the woods. I don't know, man.
No. Come on, it's too easy.
Oh, you gotta let her marinate in it.
So what'd they do?
Up.
Patrol the highway looking for broken down cars?
We've got a 210 in progress.
Picked up dispatches.
Hey, Hotch, see this.
Cars.
Hey, what color was Alex Harrison's car? It was blue. Why? I think we found it, along with some others.
All of these have cars.
We're looking at a lot more victims.
I got at least 3 sets of footprints.
I mean, that has to get pretty
Pine
pricey to
Needles.
have all
back
those
up over
shipping
here.
containers, cars
Hey,
in,
Evans, can we
right?
get your team to help us out?
Just fucking strip them and sell them for parts.
Everybody
I don't
in
know.
before sundown.
Maybe that's what they do.
Guys, look at this. First one expired in 1980.
Because of
Boys
the
were in
uncle.
The uncle must have started the killing, and boys have continued the tradition.
I cannot. Nothing brings families together like
I don't know where we're going.
hunting humans
Stop.
in the Boise forest.
It's part of their game. They love the chase. As long as we're running, we're just giving them what they want. We don't get the hell out of here right now. We're both gonna die. Not necessarily.
Paul and John Mulford orphaned as toddlers. State kept them together by finding the only living relative. Raised his nephews completely off the grid. They never went to school.
No socialization other than the patrons of the station.
Drafted in 1968.
He was only 18 years old.
Relieved from duty 2 years later, hallucinations and delusions.
Boys were raised with no social compass by the only relative they ever knew.
Possessed with bizarre beliefs who taught them how to hunt and who to kill. Look at this. Hunting these woods their whole lives.
That's from my sweater.
I don't like seeing him as a bad guy. I like seeing him as the cuddly teddy bear on 911.
Where is she? Where are you hiding?
Throw the knife at the back of his head. Shank that motherfucker. Oh, you're about to get got. Yeah, fuck you, bro.
Sorry.
Used her as bait.
It's okay. It's okay. Johnny, look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Sucks to suck. Got what you deserved. You about to get what you deserve, big boy.
I found the IDs of Joel and Taylor Browse, 2 of the missing campers.
Married?
Yeah.
This is Agent Morgan. Go for Gideon.
Get in here. Where are you?
We followed the tracks for several miles, and now we can see something in the distance. Can you get to higher ground? You see it?
Smoke.
You warmed up. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Stab the shit out of his ass. Good on her.
Yeah, I know so. But you gotta be strong, all right? It's just a lot of blood. It's all right. Oh, God. Please don't. I'm gonna go take care of that friend of ours. I'll come back. We're gonna get you fixed up good as new. I promise. I promise. I promise.
Where are you, you son of a bitch? I'm tired of running.
Yeah, let's face each other.
You're a coward.
Stab the shit out of you, bro.
Like your brother.
Did you see the fire? It's right through those trees.
There's a man laying next to it.
Could just be a couple campers.
Be prepared if it isn't.
FBI.
He's covered in blood.
What's your name?
We gotta get him out of here.
I'll call for an evac.
Son, can you hear me? My name's Jason Gideon. We're with the FBI. We're gonna get you out of here, okay? Can you hear me? Are you here alone? Over there.
Or they, well, you saw the IDs. I was gonna say maybe he could trick them into thinking he was with her.
It's a woman.
She's shot with an arrow.
There's a compound bow about 25 feet away from her body.
What?
The other victims were shot in the chest area. This boy has wounds in his lower abdomen. Looks like he was stabbed.
Son,
What's your name?
the men who did this to you are still in the woods. We have a team of FBI agents looking for him. They got an order to shoot if necessary.
No,
It's okay.
no.
You're safe
Oh, his
here.
ass deserves
Don't
to get
shoot.
shot. Fuck him and fuck you. All the fucking people y'all killed.
What's your
Kick
name?
rocks. Look, we don't toss your ass off the edge of the fucking cliff, motherfucker.
Just tell me where he is.
I hope she gets his ass first before the FBI saves his ass. I hope she fucking shanks this motherfucker. I don't feel bad for y'all. Got no fucking.
He said about half a mile due east.
Let's go.
Give a fuck. Just pee on him. Throw a fucking rock at him. Or that. Stab. Yeah. Only 2 or 3 times? Oh, baby, you gotta shank his ass a good 12, 15. The fuck? That wasn't enough. If it was me, I'd be sitting on top of his ass like.
FBI! Put down the weapon!
It's okay, it's okay.
Bye-bye.
He's clean.
It's okay. It's okay.
You got him?
I'm gonna call Gideon.
Is he dead?
Soon.
How can these guys do something like this?
Because they don't think like you and me.
No, I don't accept that.
How does it feel? You son of a bitch. Looks like I had all the fun.
I'm with you, girl. What is this song? Kind of a vibe.
British historian James Anthony Froude once said, "Wild animals never kill for sport. Man is the only one to whom the death of his fellow creatures is amusing in itself."
That's gross. People suck. We
You okay?
suck.
I've never seen you look so,
Quiet.
what's up?
Bobby Baird asked me a question that's sticking with me.
What was it?
She asked me how they could do it, how those men could hunt and kill people in the woods.
What'd you tell her?
That they don't think like we do, but the truth is that we do think like them.
Yeah, we do. Because it's our job. We need to know how it feels.
We hunt these people every day.
That's true.
How different are we?
You don't
Us and them.
You don't hunt them to torture them though, or to kill them. Your motive is different. That's the difference. That's the difference. They're killing people. You're not doing that. You're thinking like them. Yes, the outcome is not the same, and the motive is not the same. I thought that episode was really good. And you know, there's a lot to be said about like being the product of an environment, and like those guys probably didn't know any better because of how they were raised. But I don't believe that necessarily. I think we as humans have free will. Sure, we're brought up in an environment, but I think at the end of the day, we know, for the most part, the difference between right and wrong. And like, you don't need to be taught that killing people is wrong. I think you just know, like, I didn't sit down and I don't remember at least sitting down and having a conversation with my parents when I was younger and them explicitly saying you shouldn't kill people. I just kind of know that. You know what I mean? Like, so just like there's people who are raised by drug addicts and they don't necessarily turn out that way. They see it all the time, but they don't necessarily do it. Or they still know that it's wrong and then they get clean. I don't know. It's probably more of a loaded topic than what I'm letting it be or whatever. But I do think that like those guys got what they deserved. I mean, you go kill dozens of however many people. They had so many fucking shipping containers with all the cars in there. I don't feel bad for them. I feel like it was a shitty hand. It's not a good thing that you grew up that way or whatever by your uncle, but we're a lot better off. The world is a lot better off without them here. I'll leave it at that. Maybe I'm an asshole for thinking it. Maybe I'm not. Let me know what y'all think, though. See you on the next one. Bye.